What is up, guys? I hope you're having a fantastic fucking day. I've been waiting for a while to make this video. Not that I've been putting it off, I guess. I've kind of just been waiting for the right time. Anyways, there's never a right time, so I'm a little congested because the weather's been crazy, but I have a lot of things to talk about and to tell you guys. I am back to YouTube now, and I have a few videos recorded that I'm editing, so I will be pumping out videos again. As you guys know, I did YouTube before for a little bit. I only made like 14 videos or something. They were pretty low quality. I was kind of a low quality person when I made those videos. I didn't really have whatever. Those videos are shitty, but I'm going to leave them on my YouTube channel to look back at in a few years whenever we'll be able to look back and see where I was and see where I am. So anyways, I'm burping a lot because I'm drinking a Monster. I'm still a caffeine addict. That definitely hasn't changed since the last time I made YouTube videos. But the topic of today's video is going to be, where have I been? What have I been doing? And what steps led me to where I am today? Because if you guys know, I'll give you guys a little backstory real quick. So if you're new to the channel, hi, welcome to my channel. Welcome to my journey. I'm 25. My name's Austin. I am a worldwide fitness coach now. That's basically my main priority, is my coaching business, my clients, and my own health and my success. So anyways, let me give you guys a quick backstory, because I know there are a lot of you guys watching this to wonder, you know, I fell off the YouTube platform. I fell off social media for a while. I kind of disappeared off the earth for a while. You guys are wondering, where the fuck did I go? What have I been doing? And then, anyways, so let's get to the point here. I do not have any notes. This is not scripted. I was going to try and write this out so I don't ramble too much, but I'm just going to kind of get right into it. Backstory is, if you knew me probably 2 years ago, a year and a half ago, I really wasn't in the best place of my life. I was in probably the lowest, worst place of my life that I've ever been in. So anyways, I graduated high school at 18 years old. I went and I got a job at this heavy equipment operating place, mining company, whatever. Anyways, fast forward, I worked at this place for 6 years. I made a lot of money. The job had good benefits, whatever. It was a shift work job, so I would work days, I would work evenings, and I would work midnights, sometimes be there for 16 plus hours at a time, only have 8 hours off work, and then have to go back to work, you know, sometimes for another 16 hours. So it consumed a lot of my life. I was making a lot of money. Granted, I was 18 years old when I started there. I worked there for 6 years. I worked there until I was 24 years old. So I had this good job. I had been there a while, so I had a pretty good position in the company. I was making a reasonable amount of dough. I had bought a house. I bought a pretty nice, large family home. I had some new vehicles, some really nice cars and trucks. I pretty much had like the American dream, like the nice house and nice cars. I was living comfortably. I had enough money to enjoy myself and do what I wanted when I wasn't at work. So most people looked at it as I had already made it. At 24 years old, they were like, damn, like, you know, a lot of people were patting me on the back like, damn, like, you know, you're doing good. So I kind of fell into the trap of that. I thought I was doing good. Anyways, my ambitious self decided to start a business, a side hustle that really turned into a full-time job. So I was working at my main job, being a heavy equipment operator. I was working, you know, full-time there. I decided to start a landscaping company and a grass cutting company. I was doing a combination of the two. I would cut people's grass, you know, take care of their flower beds, do landscaping shit around their house, power wash things. I would even detail cars and stuff on the side. I love money. Everyone loves spending money, so I enjoyed making it. I don't mind working hard. So I was working a lot at this job as a heavy equipment operator full time there. I was detailing cars. I was cutting people's grass, doing landscaping work. And, you know, I would still hit the gym now and again. I had basically put all my focus into making money. So I was selling all my time for dollar bills. So yeah, I was making, you know, pretty substantial amounts of money for a while, but I had kind of lost, I didn't really have a sense of purpose or fulfillment. Yeah, I was making a lot of dough, and I had a nice house and nice cars, and I had money to spend. But what I was lacking was purpose. I was lacking time. You know, I had no time. If I wasn't working either at one of my side hustles or working at my main job, I was sleeping because I didn't have anything else. I needed to sleep. I didn't have enough time to sleep. So anyways, that led to, you know, me not having a purpose or fulfillment. It kind of led to not feeling like I was really moving in the right direction. So, you know, I had been drinking alcohol for quite a while at some point. I won't get into this too much because it's another whole fucking story, another video I can make for you guys. But if I wasn't at work, if I wasn't at my main heavy equipment operating job, I was fucking wasted because it just made everything better. It just made everything easier. You know, if I was doing some landscaping work or I was cutting grass or I was detailing cars, if I had a buzz, you know, if I had a couple, you know, shots of whiskey, a couple tall boy twisted teas, whatever I wanted to drink, it made everything smoother sailing because, you know, dealing with people all the time gets fucking annoying sometimes. You know, chasing customers around for 50 or 60 bucks for cutting their grass, you know, that shit gets annoying. So, you know, I don't think that I had any internal battle that I was fighting or anything like that. I don't think that's the reason I started drinking. I did go through some rough relationship things, breakups, moving, you know, stress, whatever, just being an adult. Anyways, so drinking was kind of like a hobby. If I wasn't working, you know, it was like I'd go out with my buddies and we'd go to the local bars, whatever. We would have some beers, eat dinner, whatever. It wasn't a problem then, but I didn't really realize it had started becoming a problem whenever I would be looking forward to getting off work and going straight to the gas station to get, you know, 2 or 3 little airplane shots and a couple tall boy twisted teas, because then once I had those, then I felt normal after I had those drinks. All day at work, the only thing I could think about was getting off work, going and catching a buzz, and then not having to be at work. So I don't know. I just had unfulfillment feeling in my life. I didn't feel like I had any purpose. I didn't have a direction. I wasn't really doing anything. Yeah, I was making a lot of money, which is great, but I wasn't accomplishing anything. Internally, I wasn't getting fulfillment from what I was doing with my work or my life. So basically, I was so busy and overwhelmed with my normal job, my side businesses that were booming, you know, and then going through some rough relationships, some, I don't know, just life kicks me in the ass sometimes, the same as it does you guys. I just found that alcohol was an easy way to, I still dealt with my problems. I wasn't running from my problems, because some people use drugs and alcohol to like hide from their problems and run from them. I was still dealing with my problems. I was just using alcohol to make it easier to deal with them. As far, you know, that's what I feel like anyways. So I just want to state, I never one time ever at my heavy equipment operating job of 6 years, even when I was a very avid alcoholic, I never drank at work. I never went to work drunk. You know, I was always sober while I was at that job because it's a very high risk job, you know, and I had a safety job there, so I didn't want to put my life or anyone else's life at risk. So I never drank there, but as soon as I would leave there, I would go straight to the nearest gas station and get enough booze to be boozed up for the rest of the evening and the night. Which kind of, you know, I didn't really realize it was a problem at first. It was kind of like a funny thing to me. I was just, you know, like, oh, let me catch a buzz before I do this. It'll be more fun. And then eventually I realized I wasn't doing it for fun anymore. I was more doing it because it made life easier to deal with because I was unfulfilled with what I was doing with my life. Anyways, let me grab another drink of this Monster, and I'm going to keep spitting some stuff here for you guys. So I'm working at a job, making a lot of money. I have side hustles. I'm making a lot of money from those. I have a nice house. I have nice cars. You know, most people would think that I had made it. I was unfulfilled. I was drinking constantly all the time. That's a whole nother story to get into, but I was using alcohol to make my life easier to deal with. I was just kind of numbing myself so I wouldn't feel like I had no purpose. Anyways, so I had some wake-up calls, some pretty serious major wake-up calls. You know, I didn't get a DWI or get in any trouble like that. It was just, you know, I was acting out, doing some dumb shit. So I had some serious fucking wake-up calls, and it kind of led me to be like, hey, you know, this is a problem. You know, the drinking all the time to cover up, you know, how I feel about life is a problem. So I got sober. You know, it was a pretty night and day thing for me. I didn't drink about a sip of alcohol for like 6 or 7 months. I got completely sober, and then I'm like, okay, now I'm sober. You know, I had started going back to the gym again. I was like, I need to do something else with my life. That way I don't go back to being a fucking alcoholic and being unfulfilled with my life. I need to find something to fill that void. So I got very seriously back into the gym, started focusing on my health, started eating good again, started, you know, making big progress in that. Started using social media to show my progress and, you know, showcase my hard work. And then I sat down and I was like, okay, what can I do to fill this void and, you know, hopefully teach other people and help other people overcome struggles in their lives. That way they can move forward and don't be stuck in the funk that I was stuck in. So I just sit down and figure out what can I do that I enjoy and I'm passionate about that will help other people, you know, move forward from a bad time in their life. And I'm like, okay, so health and fitness, you know, something to do with the gym. What can I do? So I was like, okay, I'm going to be a fucking fitness coach. I mean, it was just like a pretty easy decision for me. I seen some of my friends and people I know that were very successful in the fitness coaching industry, you know, making a good living, helping people change their lives, and they seemed very fulfilled and happy with what they were doing. So I was like, it's okay, so that's what I'm going to do. So I started looking into it. I figured out what I needed to do. There's a lot more to it than what I'm telling you guys. It's a massive, there's a lot more to it than I ever thought running my own business. But so what I did was I decided I wanted to do fitness coaching. So I'm like, okay, what do I need to do in order to make this happen? Firstly, I needed to get rid of I had a lot of overhead. I had the expensive cars, the expensive house, like all the fucking American dream bullshit. So I had to get rid of all that stuff. I sold my house. I sold my cars. I sold pretty much everything I had except like my bed, my laptop, my camera, my clothes. I only really kept the necessity things that I needed. I sold my house last year in June. I moved to a bigger city where I live now in St. Louis, Missouri. I kind of did that to separate myself from my old habits and my old ways and just get out of that environment because, you know, as a recovered alcoholic, as a retired alcoholic, you know, if you know anyone that has been hard into alcohol or drugs, you know that, you know, if you don't get away from the environment and the bad habits and sometimes the people that were influencing those things, then you will get drugged back into it. So I removed myself completely. I moved very far from the job. I moved very far from everyone I knew. I abandoned everything because I needed to sit with myself and focus on myself and create who I really wanted to be so I could find my purpose and my vision. So that's what I did. Sold my house, sold my car, sold everything I owned, rented a fucking tiny ass little apartment, bought a really cheap ass Honda Accord, whatever, and I hired a business coach with the money I had left over from selling all my stuff. Started working with a business coach, a business team, learning how to run social media, learning how to coach people, how to market, how to do sales, how to build an entire business from the fucking ground up. And this was all new to me because I had been so employee mindseted for, you know, my entire life. I'd always just worked for a normal job where I show up to work and they tell me what to do. And you do it and you get paid at the end of the week. Entrepreneurship is not like that. You know, there are high highs and low lows. So anyways, sold all my shit, moved to a new city. I started the fitness coaching thing, and like the first month, the first 2 months even, I was like, okay, you I was starting to get some traction. People were starting to notice me. I had, people I knew reaching out to me, even strangers reaching out to me, and they were like, hey, I see you turned your life around. You transformed your life. You really went from like shit to fit. I was like, yes, yeah. So that was nice. I seen that what I was doing was starting to work, implementing what my business coach and my business team was teaching me, and the skills I was acquiring, I scaled my business. So I put my head down. I focused on the gym. I focused on my own health. Focused on building my fucking business. And that's really what I've been dedicated to for the last probably like 8-9 months now. I've been very focused on that. I'm very fulfilled and happy with that. So I was living in a tiny ass like 450 square foot apartment. It was very fucking like dark and cramped and sucked. I had the cheap ass car. I ended up wrecking the car. Whatever. I fucking crashed the car. I got hit in an intersection. The car got totaled. And I was like kind of not depressed, but I wasn't happy with living in the small, like dark little shitty apartment. So I busted my ass for months. Scaled my business up to a very good, comfortable level. I now have a bunch of clients. I have very good income. Everything is really good. I have surpassed my income at my old job, and my business is flourishing. I'm extremely happy for my business, all my clients, and everything I've learned so far. So, in the last few months, I've kind of splurged and spoiled myself with money from my business that I've made. I bought a pretty nice new car. I moved into this nice big condo. It's very nice. I'm very grateful, happy, and thankful for it that I have the opportunity to do this because I'm much more productive in this space to grow and take care of myself and my business than I was in my old apartment. But the moral of the story today, guys, is, I wanted to make this video and tell you guys that not even a year ago, it hasn't even been a fucking year yet, I was constantly, I was going to a job that I hated, that I fucking hated. I hated the work, I didn't like the environment. The schedule sucked. It really drained me. And I had worked there for 6 years, so I was fed up with it. I was working at a job that I was unfulfilled with, that I hated. I was drinking copious fucking amounts of whiskey every single day just to like be able to deal with life. I had, my life was down bad. From an outside perspective, it looked like I was doing okay, but I really wasn't doing okay. So if I went from working in a job I hated, being very unhappy and unfulfilled with myself, and being a pretty fucking extreme alcoholic just to deal with my life, in 10 or 11 months, guys, I have fucking done a complete 180 with my life. I removed myself. I'm in a new environment now. I am happy. I'm the happiest, the healthiest. I look the best, and I feel the best that I have in my entire fucking life. That's not a joke, guys. Like, I literally wake up every day, coach my clients, work on my business, do social media, and grow in every aspect. Health, wealth, and relationships are the 3 pillars of things that I'm focusing on. That's what you should focus on as well. If you take care of your health, you take care of your finances and your wealth, and you take care of your friendships and relationships, everything else will fall into place. So that's basically what I'm doing now. My business is scaled up. I have a very successful worldwide fitness coaching business. I work fully for myself. I make my own schedule. I've been doing a bunch of traveling. I have a lot more traveling planned. So now I'm traveling, living life on my own terms, financially free, doing YouTube, social media, fitness coaching, taking care of my clients, helping people change their lives and become the best, physical and mental version of themselves. So I feel very happy, grateful, and fulfilled with my life now. And it's crazy that like 10 months ago, 11 months ago, not even a year ago, I was fucking the worst place I've ever been in my life. So that's where I've been. That's what I've been doing. There's a lot more little details inside of this, story, my last year of life, that I could tell you guys about, but this video would be fucking 5 hours long, and it's already at 20 minutes. So I'm going to wrap that up. I want you guys to know I will have a uploading schedule, and YouTube will be firing back up. I got some new lenses for my camera. I got a new recording setup. I have some cameraman. a couple cameramen and friends lined up that can help me out with things. And I'm in a much better physical, mental, and every kind of state that I could be in to make better content and videos for you guys now. And now I have the experience of being a fitness coach, helping people change their lives. So I have a lot more value to offer to you guys on my YouTube channel. So if you guys are interested in, how I changed my life and went from where I was to where I am now, or you're interested in seeing from where I am now to what I am going to bring in the future, which I know everyone says this, but guys, this is the beginning really for me. This is just me finally finding my purpose, my freedom, and my vision. So there is a fucking lot more to come. I've really just got my foot in the water. There is a lot more to come. I have so much to do, so much to accomplish, and so much I want to share with you guys. So if you want to be along for the journey, you want to be along for the ride, or you're just here for the entertainment or the value, please, give this video a like, subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me on social media at Austin_Lee on Instagram or Austin Howland on Facebook. And you guys will be along for the ride. I'm going to share a lot of things with you guys. And if you guys have any video suggestions, any questions for me, or you need help with, changing your mindset, changing your health, and getting a better grip on your life, I would be glad to speak to you guys and see if I can help you in any way. So I'm going to wrap the video up there. Thank you guys. If you watched the entire video, I appreciate you watching this. It means a lot to me. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great day.